Yeah, hello. I thought I'd go ahead and I thought I made a video of this earlier. This is a display case that I got from my brother as a birthday gift, Christmas gift from last year, from 2011. And I brought it over to my new apartment, and I filled it up with my die-cast replica cars. These are all 1/24 scale. Most of them are through Franklin or Danbury Mint. And they're especially the ones inside the case itself, and there's a couple of cheaper ones that I got either local stores or had gotten years before. I could just go quickly over these. Let's see, from the bottom row I got a 1948 Chrysler Town & Country, 1949 Ford Woody, 1949, I believe, Buick Century, 1957 Studebaker Golden Hawk, 1965 Aston Martin DB5. It's the same one that is used for James Bond. A 1997 Dodge Viper, and the replica itself is made of the same carbon fiber that the actual car is made of, and it was a special deal through another collecting shop that made that. 1989 Ferrari F40, probably about 1990, I'd say, Lamborghini Countach. It's like a 20th anniversary edition of a McLaren F1, which I believe is from 2001. There's a late 90s Nissan Skyline. That was one I got locally. 1986 Porsche 903, 906, something like that. It was one I actually had gotten by accident, but I kind of liked it. I didn't have any Porsches in my collection. Let's see, I got a Plymouth Prowler from 1997. One of the last years they made it. That's a mid-90s Kmart Ford F1 racer. I got that at a Kmart in California back in the 90s. The next row up, I have a 1969 Boss 302 Ford Mustang, 1978 Chevy Corvette, a 1970 Chevrolet Nova SS454, 1965 Pontiac GTO, 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS, 1957 Nash Metropolitan, a 1968 Volkswagen Carmagia, a 1967 Morris Mini Cooper. And the next one up, these are kind of harder to find cars. They're either rare or they were prototypes. I guess I can start with the one over here, this blue guy. That's a 51 Buick Skylark concept car that was actually used in a it was a World Fair back then, and they had introduced a couple of new features in it, including fuel injection. The white car is a 1931 Mercedes-Benz SSKL kind of a racer. Back in the early 30s, it made a lot of land speed records. That one is a Chevrolet Corvette Mako Shark, the dark blue vehicle. It kind of inspired the Stingray designs of the Corvette during the late 60s and through the 70s. It was probably made in the early 60s or so. The red one is a Ford Edsel Bermuda, kind of a rare variation of the Edsel cars that came out, station wagon. And from what I know, only a couple thousand of these were ever made of the real one. That is a 1948 Tucker. I don't know if it's a torpedo or I can't remember the exact model. The doors, the front doors are normal and the rear ones are suicide, and it had a modified 6-cylinder helicopter engine in it. We have a 1957 Chrysler C, 300C, the Ford Petty 1970 Superbird, a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. No, I'm sorry, that's the next one here. That's the red and white one. It's a Camaro RSSS. That one is a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. 1967 Volkswagen Microbus. Okay, we have here, the last ones are some hot rods. That is a 48 Cadillac, which was the car that they used, became a Cadzilla for the 80s rock group ZZ Top. It's a 1957 Chevrolet that's been converted into a street racer. A 1955 Chevy Nomad, kind of a street rod. 1962 Ford Thunderbird, it's kind of been converted into a street rod. And a 1951 Mercury lead sled that's again been converted into a street rod. I also got a couple of my biker scouts here on their speeder bikes. Let's see, a couple of the cheap models I got real quick here. 91 Lamborghini Diablo SE. I have a bus here. It's a Greyhound. It's a GM coach. It was one of the ones from the New York World Fair from back in the 70s or 80s or so. And I got this cute little sculpture Highland Park diner. It's some diner that used to be in New York. Got a NASCAR set here for number 24. It was Jeff Gordon's, one of Jeff Gordon's variation vehicles. The one they had Superman as their logo. Got this little Hot Wheels set here, El Woody. This is a gift from my brother. It's a bit dusty if you can see it. It has a neat little station wagon that's been hot rodded out, and it's on a special tow truck. I got a couple of different NASCAR vehicles here, including Jeff Gordon's standard signature number 24 vehicle. Number 29, it was let's see, Robert Prescott is this one, the Scooby-Doo Cartoon Network one, and this other one here is a Jeff Green number 29, which is Cartoon Network, and they focused on Tom and Jerry and some of the other earlier ones from from the 90s. As you can see, I've got a nice light display in here, and it's a little bright on top. I apologize if there's a bit of glare here from outside. We got some, I think these are kind of like Christmas lights, and we got them on sale last winter, so I went ahead and just kind of put them in here real quick and tied them down and then plugged them in, and that's how they look. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. I just thought I'd go ahead and showcase this really quick. If I get something else before this, I could probably go ahead and showcase my Star Wars action figures or other stuff. I've got some other ones, and I do have a bunch of Hot Wheels I could showcase sometime. Well, thanks for checking this out.